Zowie has finally announced their wireless gaming mice. They went for the EC shape, which I am rejoicing about. I wonder how many people were hoping that they would announce other shapes like the ZA or the FK. I kind of, my understanding was that they would go with the EC shape regardless, just because it's their most popular. So I'm sorry to everyone who likes the ZA or the FK or whatever mouse from Zowie that you like. It's only the ECs this time. So as I said, it's been a long time coming. And the reason that they say they delayed it is because they were looking to enhance the transmission. So what we have is a big receiver. I'll show it on screen. This confuses me because they say that it is to reduce transmission interference. So they explain that wireless technology in the house or in the rooms, I suppose, can interfere with the mouse's wireless transmission. And by providing us with this big enhanced transmitter or receiver, we should get better wireless connection. Now, I've never noticed anything wrong with my wireless transmission. I've been using wireless mice for the last couple of years and I've never noticed anything. But in saying that, I don't know if you would notice it. I don't know if it's something that you would actively notice. I don't know what to think of this big receiver. I'm sure a lot of people will look at it kind of confused, but who knows? It could be revolutionary. It could not be revolutionary. Again, so I use a Pulsar X-Lite V2 Mini. I've never had any problems with it. The receiver has been fine the whole time. So yeah, who knows whether it'll be good. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'm sure there'll be some tech YouTube channels that do actual tests, but for now, my dongle serves me pretty well. They do a lot of flexing of the shape and how good it is on your hand and your forearm. This, I suppose, is known. It's one of the reasons the EC shape is so popular. There are a couple things that are important, though, that we should definitely go over, like the release dates. So for me in Australia, it's going to be released in Q2 of this year, which sucks, but it's not that far away and I can definitely wait. And considering the price, which we'll get to in a minute, I may not even purchase it off the bat. But most places are going to be getting it in Q1 of this year. So January, April, February, January, February. It's only Australia and Brazil that are going to get it in Q2. So by the time I receive it, we should have news whether the enhanced transmission actually has an impact and whether or not it's worth getting it for the impact that it has on competitive games. And I suppose that's the question I have is, what will this enhanced transmission actually have an impact on when it comes to competition? These are the specs for each mouse. As I mentioned, they went with the EC series, so the EC1 all the way through to the EC3. I own the EC3, and I used it when I was very used to the Superlight, so it's not, it wasn't a shape that I was very used to. But now that I've used an ergonomic shape for at least the last 6 to 9 months, I'm sure I can get used to this mouse pretty easily. The weight is the thing that interests me. I trust the shape. Everyone should trust the shape. The shape is going to be good regardless. The weight was the thing that interested me. The EC3C had about a similar weight to 76 grams, I believe, and I'm going to go for the EC3 just because it's the lowest or the smallest size. And I didn't really notice a difference between that and the Pulsar mouse that I have, which weighs in at about 55 grams. So it's good that on the EC3C, I didn't notice a big difference, even though it was about a 20 gram weight difference, which gives me confidence that this 76 gram weight will be good enough for me. The one thing that they don't mention is battery life. I looked on the website, I watched the video a few times. They don't seem to mention it anywhere. And I just hope that to me, the best battery life I've ever had on a wireless mouse was the Superlight. That thing was insane. This Pulsar that I have isn't very good. It's 1 to 2 days battery life. But again, battery life isn't super important, but they don't mention it. So I'd be interested to see what the battery life actually is. Now, the price. I said I was going to mention the price. The price is 150 USD, which is around the price of other wireless mice. I know that the Superlight was more expensive, I believe, but that totals out to 210 AUD. And given that I'm happy with the mouse I currently own, I don't know whether I can justify spending $210 on this mouse. I know that the Superlights went down in price as they got older and older, and so that's probably what will happen with this mouse, and I might buy it, I don't know, towards the end of the year, or Q3, or, maybe 2024, who knows. Towards the end of the video, they said that they are working on other shapes, although they say not limited to their existing shapes. So that makes me think that they are working on a new mouse shape, maybe specifically designed to fit their wireless mouse. As I was making this video, I got news that Pulsar had released their plans for 2023, and they've done that with a video. I highly recommend you go and check it out because these guys, I said earlier in the video, I'm using a Pulsar mouse and I really love it. And when you watch this video, you definitely get the feel that their 2023 is going to be filled with quality. I mean, I'll just show you now. One of the things that I absolutely love is that they're moving away from holes to a gloss or a matte. Gloss matte, I don't know what it is. Either way, that's big for me. As initially when I got this mouse, the holes were quite annoying. I've gotten used to them now. But yeah, I thought I'd mention that. I think these guys are a competitor in the peripherals scene. They've definitely released some quality mice already, and they say that all new keyboards and pads will be released in 2023, which is even better. But I just thought I'd mention that at the end here. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and see you later.